Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad. If you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we've got kind of a fun treat for you. We're in the process of planning our big fall event. It's going to be we're calling it the Highland Overland Games. So today we're going to do what we're calling the Fire Starting Challenge. What we're going to be doing is actually working from a log, chainsawing a log, splitting the wood, breaking down the wood, and starting a fire. Also, we're in need of sponsors for these events. So today's video is sponsored by Gerber Gear. They sent us an axe and a knife that we can use to kind of help process the wood down. So big thanks to Gerber Gear. If you happen to be watching this video and you own a company that maybe is in the off-road overlanding industry, please feel free to reach out. We'll put our email and the link in the description below, but we'd love to have some sponsors come along and kind of sponsor some of the tools that we're using for these games. All right, without further ado, let's get going. So the first part of this is going to be actually breaking down a tree, a log for firewood. This one was felled by Hurricane Helene. So we're going to process this wood to do our competition. I'm going to be rocking my Greenworks electric chainsaw. And Benjamin's going to have a slight advantage here because he's working a steel Roll-O-Matic chainsaw that's got just a little bit more power than my electric one. But we figured since he's by himself and I've got a teammate, we're going to give Benjamin just a little bit of a head start and maybe an advantage here.
Alright, well, so this is the Greenworks chainsaw, and this is the slight Benjamin advantage, very small advantage. So we're going to be using this one, and for our team, and Benjamin is going to use this one. And you can guess which one will work better.
By the time I finally got through the log with my Greenworks, Benjamin was well on his way to actually starting the fire, so we were way behind.
I'll just do the straight overhead then. Perfect. Actually, I like doing this.
Again, just a little shout out to Gerber Gear. So we're using the Bushcraft axe from Gerber Gear. The head of this is kind of flanged like a splitting wedge or a splitting maul. So you kind of got axe and splitting all in one, and actually it did really well. So go ahead and check them out. We'll leave a link below in the description. And this is the Double Down. This is actually made in America. This is a folding machete. We've had this for a couple years, so we're going to be using this to help baton some of the wood. Although I gave Sam kind of the wrong piece of wood to baton with initially. That didn't help speed up the process. So we were still breaking down our wood, still batoning smaller pieces for our fire, and it just seemed like Benjamin was just gonna blow us out. I can remember looking over at Sam, and he just seemed so calm and cool and collected, and I just wondered, could there still be hope?
Let's see if we can get this one match.
Hey Dad, look at this.
I watched in utter amazement as Sam just tossed wood over and it landed perfectly. A book of matches with a flick of the finger, and
See, told ya.
unbelievably, Sam had brought us back from the brink to win the competition. Sam, tell me some thoughts on your fire.
Well, it worked pretty well.
Any doubts on your skills the whole time?
Nope.
No doubts. How did you get all of those pieces of wood to land just right and your match to perfectly ignite it?
Well, I can't tell you that because it's classified.
All right, Benjamin, thoughts on your fire?
You know, it was a little wet to get started, but we got there eventually. Got to give credit where credit's due. Sam nailed it. I look forward to the rest of the competitions.
Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you've got an idea for our next competition, let us know. We're kind of looking for sponsors and like I said, just trial competitions that we can put on in our Highland Overland Games coming this fall, this October in Asheville, North Carolina. Thanks again to Gerber Gear for sponsoring this video. And guys, we will see you again real soon.